Tell me about your preaching at the Hampton Ministers Conference experience.
It was amazing and it was terrifying. You remember we talked before I preached, right? And you know, I was approaching it all wrong. And can I say that on here? I mean, just in all honesty, because I'm thinking, okay, it's Hampton, you know, you gotta come, like many young preachers, you gotta come up with something new, something fresh, something novel, something catchy, you know, something people gonna remember forever and ever. And I told you about that. We were on the phone and I said, yeah, I'm working on something new. And you said, man, are you crazy? You know? And I said, what do you mean? You said, that ain't the place to break in a new horse. That's the place to go take a horse that you know is going to run the Preakness, you know, and win the Triple Crown, you know. And I thank God for that advice. I thank God for you. I thank God I listened, you know, and it was an amazing experience. First of all, it was incredibly humbling because sitting on that stage with 10,000 other preachers in the room, if you have any sane estimate of yourself, you know that you are not there because you deserve to be.
Right.
That it's purely an opportunity of the grace of God, you know, and the goodness of people, you know, to say, we're going to extend this to you. Because that could be anybody.
Right.
Okay, especially in that room.
Yeah, especially.
Okay. Yeah. And so I was incredibly humbled. I was totally terrified. And you know how the old saints used to say, he'll speak peace to your soul. Yeah. Well, during that time, we had began to have our New Year's Eve services in the Coliseum in Richmond. So there'd be 10,000 people in the Arthur Ashe Center, in the Siegel Center, in the Richmond Coliseum. And sitting there in the midst of my terror, the Lord spoke to my mind and said, this is just like New Year's Eve. And all the lessons I had learned came back to me, meaning in that room, you can't preach for eye contact because you can't see nobody. Right. It's just faces in the crowd. You ain't making eye contact. You can't preach for sound because you may or may not be able to hear yourself adequately. Right. So you have to create a space around you to be able to present in, or you get lost in the moment. And then you really got to preach with conviction. You got to pray a lot, you know, and you have to resist. And this is hard, but I'm going to say it. You have to resist theatrics. Because while it is theatrical, that can be dangerous on a stage like that.
Yeah. It's not natural.
No, no.
And we don't feel what you. Yes.
Right, right. And so you up there jumping up and down, you done hollered your voice out and they're like, okay, do you have anything to say, or was it an accident?
Or you know, you taking us down a road that you didn't take us with you.
Right.
How did you get there? Right, you know, and we'll go with you, but we just want to go, right?
We'd have missed a lot of stops on the expressway, you know.
You went on the express train, we on the local, right.